Alright guys, back with another video. I'm hoping I find some killer agates today. If I do, let's put a little sneak peek right here.
Yo, I just saw a fish! Look at that!
Otherwise, let's jump in. The water's super clear today. Super high, almost 90 degrees today in Wisconsin, which is super nice. Hopefully the water won't be too cold, and take a look at the water. A little deep right here. I've never been here before, so brand new spot. Looks like it's a little shallower. I see some rocks up ahead. All right guys, as always, I'm throwing my dive case back on my Insta360 Ace 2 Pro. If the audio is not as decent underwater, it's because of the dive case. Otherwise, I'm going to try to get some more agates in focus this time underwater. Slowly learning throughout these videos, so let's jump in and go see what we can find. All right, let's go. Alright, I was just walking here. I think I found something. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys, but it looks like there's a whole bunch of agatized fossils right here, or some kind of fossil structure inside. Super dirty rock. I'll have to clean it up at home, but that's super cool. Alright, let's keep going.
Look at this. There's a really clear piece of quartz. I don't know what that is. Huh. Oh, look at that. Look at that view. That's cool. And there's a whole entire ocean. That's right. Oh, no agate. Not an agate. Oh, pickpocket. No, hell. That's cool. Wow, look at this. That's such a cool rock. Oh, that's so cool. Holy fuck! Look at that! Oh, so hurt! Look at that! That's amazing! Oh my god! Woo! Alright, let's get going!
Wow, I was just flowing down river and I found this. And I think that's agate. I think there's dark bands right here. I'll have to bring it home and take a look at it home, but that's all quartz here. Yeah, I think I see bands. Huh, cool.
Look at us, that's the agate! Oh, cool! Oh, alright, keep going! Oh, cool fish! That's really cool. I found it! Wow, guys, look at that! Oh, there's an awesome agate! Show you how tall it is! Woo! That's awesome! Alright, let's keep going. Wow, this is a tiny little area. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, that's so cool. That's for sure. Alright, I think I have a yellowish agate. I think it's agate. There's a cork right here. I'm not sure. I'll have the other hole. Please, oh my god! Oh god! Look at that beauty! Holy cow! That's amazing! Woo! Alright, let's keep going. That's how it goes. Go! I just saw a little fish! Look at that! There's a little fish! Oh, and the other one! Look, awesome guys! Oh, yes! It's our first one over! That's amazing! Oh! Look at that! That's an agate! Oh! Look how good that is! That's amazing! Oh! Huh? Yes! Alright, so oh, there's one in there. I don't know what this rock is. I think it's a little hole. I'm not sure. Oh, let's see that. Guys, check this out. I just raise the rock and look at that. Wow, that's amazing. Look at the blind. Oh, they're freaking amazing! Woo! Alright, let's keep going.
Alright guys, had a great time. Was in the water for about 3 hours, 4 hours. Found a lot of agates. Found my first ever Mosaic Agate, so can't wait to show that one off. Otherwise, yeah, the new spot worked out great. I'll be back and let's just keep going down and find more. I hope you guys like the videos. Alright, let's go look at them. Alright guys, let's go through a few more agates now. Alright, well, let's start with the non-agates first. A few of these, I have no idea what they are. I just pulled them out, they look cool. So if you guys know what this is, leave it in the comments. It's pretty cool. Looks like a big piece of quartz on top here. I did use iron out and they worked great. I will for sure be using it in the future. I just got it saved in the tub right now and I'll just keep reusing it until it's no longer potent. I thought for sure this was an agate. It looked like one underneath it looked like an agate underwater, but now that I'm looking at it again, I think it's, you know, I'm not even sure what this is. If it's calcite with quartz in it, or if it's just really dirty white quartz with a crystal pocket. But that crystal pocket goes all the way through to the other side. Can't really see. I guess you can kind of see some crystal structure in there, but nothing too crazy. More, maybe I'll just cut this one open in the future. Just write down the center and see what's inside. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. This one I just collected because it's some really funky lines. Yeah, so this one has some really funky lines in it. Reminds me of like Japanese writing or something, but super cool. If you know what this one is, let me know. Yes, I think it's Brachia, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you know, in the comments, please let me know. Possibly a geode little pocket here. Otherwise, it's a little nodule of quartz. But yeah, I'll cut this one open in the future with all my other geodes, and let's see what's inside this one. non-agate, just a really funky piece of jasper. So many cool lines and bands throughout it. Just looked really cool. That yellow really stood out underwater. I found it. I also thought this was an agate before I used iron out, and now that I'm looking at it, I think it's just quartz. Don't see any banding in there. Yeah, so this must be just quartz. Trying not to get any reflection there. Still a cool piece. More of a garden piece than anything. Alright. I'm not sure what this rock is. It's super dark on camera. Maybe I can shine some light on it. I don't know if that helps or not. But it's really translucent inside. So I think it's just a big quartz nodule. It's really hard to tell. But personally, I just want to cut this one open and see what's inside. So I'll save this piece for a future saw video and we'll just see what's inside of it. Yeah, this is also going to be a future cut. So I thought this was agate. Now when I'm looking at it, I don't think it's agate. There's so many crystal pockets here, 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 here. It's just full of crystal pockets where I'm wondering on the inside if it's one big pocket of crystal, if there's, or just a whole bunch of small pockets inside. I mean, look at all those other little pockets, all those little bumps are crystal pockets. It's a really funky piece, and some of it's regular quartz and others is smoky quartz. So I mean, it could be an agate inside, so for sure cut it open, see what's inside, and yeah. Now we're getting to the fun stuff. All right. Last non-agate. So I pulled this out. A few things stood out really fast to me, or right away. Don't know if you can see that structure, but I think this is a fossil coral of some sort, maybe a honeycomb. I think I'll try to get some pictures of it when it's dry. I think this one shows a little better when it's dry. I can attach them to the video. I still have to clean up all up here as well, so it's still a little dirty. But this whole side here has this really cool, I believe is honeycomb coral structures, or some kind of coral structure. Yeah. And even up here, there's a interesting little indentations around that circle as well. So, not sure. I'll look into that a little bit more, and maybe if I find out before I post the video, I'll link it, or I'll just word it above the rock. So nothing crazy here. Cool piece. Mostly quartz with a watered down crystal pocket here, but you got agate lines here, agate lines up here, and a huge crystal, more like this calcite impression, crystal impression there. I really, in a video, I don't know if you can hear me say it or not, I really didn't think this was an agate until I saw that quartz triangle up here. I had to use a lot of iron out, and now you can really see the agate. So, iron out really works really well. Nothing too crazy about this one. Be cool to see that face polished up, but yeah, still cool agate. I'm pretty darn sure this is agate. There's no real banding, so it could be just regular quartz, but there's a huge yellow quartz pocket here. I'm going to call it agate for now, but not 100% sure. All right, this one's so many different bands, just hundreds of bands in there. Creates a really cool shadow effect. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. See how it just gets darker instantly. So that's super cool. Got some limonite staining. Nice little red. Otherwise, just nice bands all the way around this agate. For sure keeper. This one was also super crazy to find. Some crazy bands all the way around. And even a little smoky quartz up here. Druzy smoky quartz. A super cool piece. Too bad that one wasn't a full big agate with all these bands. Super cool. A little waterline agate with a agate inside. Just a little nodule. Need a few little pieces. I usually don't keep the small ones, but I just pulled them for the video. Full little nodule right here, so I'll maybe cut that one open. I know it's pretty small. Oh, I love this one. Super red. You can see all those red bands in there. Super cool. I love that. Little quartz pocket. Just a whole bunch of red bands all the way around. Yeah, so really cool piece here. This is super funky. Again, these are just fractured agates. Too bad it's not like a full nodule that could cut, but still really cool to find. And underwater, when you see them for the first time, it just gets your heart pumping because you see all those bands, and yeah, it's just amazing to find. Yeah, so lots of different colors in there. You see some reds, grays, yellows, whites. Cool piece. Just a little quartzy agate with some agate lines in there. Small agate. This one's cool. Super small, but has some really cool eyes to it. I love finding the eye agates. It'd be really cool as a necklace, or yeah, maybe like a pendant necklace, or even a ring if you want to cut around that eye and make it into an eye ring. A whole bunch of eyes. I don't know if you can see them all around the sides. Yes, a whole bunch of little eyes all the way around the sides. Super hard to see. Alright, this is my last agate I found, which is my favorite. It's the first time finding a mosaic agate, and what mosaic means, it's kind of all broken up and got different lines kind of going all over the place here. It has some really cool whites and I don't know if that's smoky quartz. I think it's small smoky quartz pockets throughout as well, all that white. So like I said, my first mosaic agate I found, and they're a little harder to find. I think pretty darn rare, especially here in Wisconsin. So super cool piece. I'll for sure put that in my top shelf showcase. I think there's yeah, and then you got a whole bunch of banding on this side. So there's waterline agate on top, and then a whole bunch of just regular banding on the lower red side. But yeah, what do you think of this piece? Alright guys, I hope you liked this video on my channel. If you do, please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, and yeah, I'll just keep going out and finding more. And I'm planning to get this out this winter, so stay tuned. I got a whole bunch of agates cut, a whole bunch of geodes to cut, and I'll see you in the next one.